Why has a long-forgotten airbase tucked away in the remote north of Bangladesh suddenly become the epicenter of global intrigue? The Lalmonirhat Airbase, once a silent relic of World War II, now stands at the heart of a high-stakes geopolitical storm. For decades it slumbered in obscurity, a ghostly witness to the shadows of a world at war. Built by the British in the turbulent 1940s, its vast runway once thundered with the arrival of Allied warplanes. When the guns fell silent, the airbase faded from memory, used only rarely, left to crumble beneath the weight of time. But now, this quiet outpost is thrust into the eye of a gathering storm, where India and China, two titans of Asia, clash over the destiny of South Asia. The transformation began in silence. Bangladesh's government unveiled plans to resurrect and modernize the airbase. But this was no ordinary renovation, it was the opening move in a much larger game. As the renovation of Lalmonirhat Airbase explodes into headlines, a sense of unease ripples across the region. A critical question now reverberates, echoing in every corridor of power. Is China in the shadows quietly seizing a strategic foothold in Bangladesh, one that could upend India's security calculus and shift the balance of power? Satellite images and defense analysts sound the alarm, pointing to the base's unnerving proximity to the Siliguri Corridor, a slender, vulnerable strip that is India's lifeline to its northeastern states. With runways extended and new facilities rising, the airbase could, in theory, welcome massive military aircraft and cutting-edge surveillance systems, changing the game entirely. But who truly stands to gain from these sweeping upgrades? Bangladesh maintains the move is for national security and for disaster response, nothing more, they insist. Yet the timing and sheer scale of the project have ignited speculation about hidden, deeper motives, especially the specter of Chinese involvement lurking behind the scenes. For India, the idea of a Chinese-aligned airbase so close to its most fragile corridor sets off alarm bells at the highest level. For Bangladesh, it's a high-wire act, balancing economic ambition with the region's volatile sensitivities. The world is watching, breath held. Will Lalmonirhat become just another upgraded airbase or the next flashpoint in the escalating rivalry between Asia's giants? To truly grasp the storm swirling around Lalmonirhat Airbase today, we must first unravel its mysterious past. Our journey takes us back, farther than most would dare to look. Hidden in the remote northern frontier of Bangladesh, a secret was forged in the shadows of history. This unassuming airbase was born in the crucible of World War II, its origin shrouded in the chaos of global conflict. Built by the British Royal Air Force in the early 1940s, it was more than just a strip of tarmac, it was a lifeline for the Allies. Lalmonirhat became a vital artery, channeling men and machines into the heart of a raging war. Its runways echoed with the thunder of Allied aircraft, bound for the perilous Burma front. Archival glimpses reveal endless lines of propeller-driven planes, poised for missions that would shape the fate of nations. Makeshift hangars rose overnight, sheltering secrets and strategies from prying eyes, all of it hidden amid the endless green of Bangladesh's paddy fields, a fortress disguised by nature itself. But after independence and the violent partition of the subcontinent, the airbase faded into the background of a divided land. Its significance slipped into obscurity, its runways left to gather dust and memories. For decades, Lalmonirhat was a ghost, silent, waiting, almost forgotten by the world. Occasionally, the silence was broken by the roar of training flights or the urgency of emergency landings. Small upgrades kept it alive, but only just, a relic clinging to relevance. It remained a lonely outpost, far from the world's gaze, and even farther from the front lines of South Asia's strategic chessboard. But in recent years, the winds have shifted. Change is sweeping through Lalmonirhat. Satellite images and official statements now hint at a transformation few could have predicted. The evidence is clear. Something dramatic is unfolding on these once quiet grounds. The runway has been stretched and fortified, ready for a new era of power. Now even the largest and heaviest aircraft can call Lalmonirhat home. New hangars, radar towers, and fuel depots have risen, each one a signal of growing might. The base's capabilities have leapt forward, and the world is starting to take notice. Local news captures construction crews working through the night, urgency in every movement. Defense analysts watch with mounting curiosity and concern. For the people of Lalmonirhat, the airbase is more than concrete and steel. It is a monument to history, echoing with the ghosts of a turbulent past. Now it stands at a crossroads, where history collides with the ambitions of powerful nations. Its destiny is now entwined with the designs of regional giants, each vying for influence. The question is no longer whether Lalmonirhat matters, but just how profoundly it will shape the future of South Asian security. Peeling back the layers of China's involvement at Lalmonirhat is a task shrouded in intrigue, where fact and rumor blur in the shadows. What is certain, however, is that China now stands as a powerful force in Bangladesh's military modernization, its influence growing with every passing year. In the last decade, Beijing has quietly armed Dhaka with an arsenal, fighter jets, submarines, frigates, delivered at prices and terms too tempting to ignore. Each deal, each shipment, deepens the web of dependency and raises the stakes. China's ambitions are anything but simple. Economically, the Belt and Road Initiative is a masterstroke, locking in infrastructure projects for Chinese firms. Strategically, even a commercial foothold in this critical region could tip the balance of power for decades to come. Yet, the most unsettling whispers remain just that, whispers. The specter of China gaining military access or establishing a shadow outpost at Lalmonirhat is the nightmare fueling regional anxiety. The line between speculation and reality has never felt so thin. To grasp the depth of India's anxiety, one must trace a finger along the map, searching for the Siliguri Corridor. This slender, fragile strip of land, ominously dubbed the Chicken's Neck, is not just a geographic quirk, but a glaring vulnerability at the heart of India's security. Its fate could tip the balance of an entire region. At its narrowest, the corridor shrinks to a mere 22 kilometers. It is the only lifeline connecting India's 8 northeastern states, home to over 45 million souls, to the rest of the nation. A single thread, stretched taut, holding together a vast and vital expanse. Every road, every rail, every pipeline, every military convoy, everything must squeeze through this congested bottleneck. In the eyes of strategists, it is India's Achilles heel, exposed and perilous, where a single disruption could sever the nation's unity. This is why the rapid transformation at Lalmonirhat, just 11 kilometers from the corridor's edge, has sent shockwaves through New Delhi. An airbase reborn, its runway lengthened for modern fighter jets and massive transports, threatens to rewrite the rules of the game. The stakes have never been higher, and the security equation is shifting before our eyes. Hemmed in by the ambitions of two powerful neighbors, Bangladesh finds itself walking a diplomatic tightrope. Every move is scrutinized, every word weighed. Officially, Dhaka clings to pragmatic neutrality, insisting its only loyalty is to the national interest, but the stakes have never been higher. As questions swirl around Lalmonirhat, Bangladeshi officials tread carefully, their statements measured and deliberate. They admit the need for upgrades, yet publicly dismiss any suggestion of ceding control or granting military access to foreign powers. Behind closed doors, the pressure mounts. This high-wire act is the very heart of Bangladesh's foreign policy today. Billions in Chinese loans and investments for Vision 2041 flow in, binding Dhaka ever closer to Beijing, an economic partnership that could tip the balance at any moment. Yet, history and geography tie Bangladesh inexorably to India. India, the ally in the crucible of 1971, shares not just a border but deep security and cultural bonds. From water disputes to counter-terrorism, the two nations are entwined, leaving Bangladesh caught in a suspenseful dance between giants with every step watched by the world. The drama unfolding at Lalmonirhat Airbase is no mere local squabble. It's a warning flare in the night, signaling that a new high-stakes chapter of the Great Game is underway in South Asia. The players may have changed, China and India now face off, but the prize remains as coveted as ever: strategic dominance and control over the region's most critical crossroads. China's shadow stretches ever further, across Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan and Nepal, woven into a web known as the String of Pearls. This is no accident. Ports, airfields and outposts are rising across the Indian Ocean, tightening a ring that India sees as a looming encirclement, raising the stakes with every move. Is China's presence in Bangladesh a ticking time bomb for India, or is the anxiety overblown? The answer is anything but simple. The real threat isn't a sudden invasion, but a slow, relentless erosion of India's strategic ground, a silent advance that could change the balance of power before anyone realizes. The silent airbase at Lalmonirhat now demands a chilling question. When does a commercial footprint become a strategic stronghold? What was once a forgotten strip of tarmac is now a chessboard for global power, and the world is holding its breath, because what happens in this quiet district could send shockwaves across the entire region. The story of Lalmonirhat is still being written. And its next chapter could hinge on voices like yours. In a world where borders shift not just on maps but in hearts and minds, your perspective matters. Is China's growing presence in Bangladesh a genuine threat to regional stability, or is the anxiety more smoke than fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's spark the debate. If this unraveling drama has you on the edge of your seat, hit that like button, share this video with fellow strategists, and subscribe for more untold stories from the world's hidden front lines. Because in this new great game, every opinion counts, and the next move could change everything. Don't just watch history unfold, be part of the conversation.